Here we are.
Back to
Back
Thursday.
again.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? After Hours, Jeff and Julia. You can catch us on Facebook Live. Some of you are right now. You can also catch us on YouTube after the fact, or you can watch us on the KSN Plus app for your Roku, Apple, and Fire TV. I highly recommend that because if you get KSN Plus, you will have access to some unique programming that you can't get anywhere else, like this.
Yeah.
Except you can get this on Facebook and YouTube.
And there's a link on the Facebook to download the app.
Get KSN Plus.
Oh, look at the coaster.
Okay. I should use that, actually.
You should. You have a beverage.
Looky there. I got a
little
bev.
Gatorade.
A little bev here.
You wanted an energy drink, but I'm proud of you. You did the...
I had to hydrate with some Gatorade.
Yes.
0, by the way. No sugar. No nothing. No nutritional value. Just some salt. So, anyway.
It does the job.
I'm still struggling with this mic. And I struggled yesterday with it, and I just can't get the right position. It's terrible.
We'll mess around with it after.
Oh, you sure? Why don't we do it during the show?
Yeah, people can watch.
we can work on our set, different set placement during the show.
Yeah.
So, hey, today I'm just kind of curious what you're good at and then what you're bad at.
Yeah. We went through this. We kind of talked about, what do we want to talk about? I did send in my family group message about 5 minutes ago. I said, hey, podcast tonight. What are you good at? What are you bad at? And I got a list of things.
Oh,
my
geez.
mom real quick said, you're not athletic and you can't sing.
Did they so they started with what you're bad at? Like they didn't take juice?
No, my dad sent some really nice things.
Okay, well,
and he said you're caring, and he said all these things, and I thought that's so sweet. And then I got, but you can't sing and you're not athletic.
So if you're watching on Facebook right now, let us know what you're good at and what you're bad at, what you're really good at and what you're terrible at. Because even talented people, I find this fascinating because I'm drawn to talent, right? People ask me all the time. Actually, that's not true. Every now and then, somebody will ask. I don't want to elaborate. I don't want to like embellish. What I say, people ask me
every day.
every day.
Asked.
No, they say like, who do you I don't know, idolize or you look up to, or you start, and I gravitate toward people with talent, and it doesn't matter what it is. If it's somebody who is the best popsicle stick architect in the world, I like that. Like, that's really neat. That's cool. That takes a lot of effort and time. It's hard to do. I like people who do things. I gravitate toward people who do things that are hard but make them look easy.
Okay.
I guess that's kind of who I think.
So what are you good at? What are you bad at?
Well, I am like you. I can't say this because I don't know if you're bad at this or not, but I'm not. I
like you, and then he.
Well, because you mentioned it earlier. Your mom sent you, so I can't sing.
I disagree with that because I sit next
to
you.
I'm not good at it. That's not. I do sing. I'm just not good at it. This is what are you good at? What are you bad at?
Okay.
I suck.
Here's where I'm like,
I do.
No, because I get to hear you sing commercials. We joke about that all the time. That I'm like, people would never believe that, but you do. You sing the commercials all the time. But you're in pitch, your pitch is fine.
No, it's not.
And you're in.
I don't even know what pitch is.
Range. It's not off, is what I'll say. I'm terrible, and so I know that you're not terrible. I think that's the point.
I stink, and I can't. I'm not good at dancing. I can't dance.
Oh.
I can't even line dance.
Really?
Who can't line dance? This guy.
Well.
So I'm bad at that.
Is it club rodeo that they line dance? Or they two-step? I'm not a bad I have rhythm, so it's not
dance.
that I can't
you can dance.
hear it. You've never seen me dance.
That's true. Here's the one thing that I'm probably the worst at is wrapping Christmas gifts.
Oh.
I am...
Now, is that to try to get out of it?
No, I just can't do it.
Okay.
And I haven't taken the time to learn. Or if I did go on YouTube one year and like, how do you wrap a gift? And it didn't resonate with me. Like I couldn't, and I'm terrible at it. I am terrible.
Is it like the spatial aspect of it?
It's everything. It's like, so I'm not good at math. So I don't know angles and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so every time I wrap a present, it's garbage. Like you could tell I wrapped it. It almost looks like somebody wrapped it as a joke.
Yeah.
But I'm terrible at it.
But that's what, if I were you, I'd be like, oh, my wife wrapped that.
Sorry,
Stephanie.
So check this out. So one year, this is a true story. The KSN, this is years ago, I think before you got here, the television station decided they were going to for community engagement, they were going. We, the employees, were going to go to a parking lot at a shopping center in Wichita, and for a donation, and I think it was benefiting Humankind Ministries or something. I don't remember who it was benefiting, but we would wrap your gifts. So we had they had like a couple of vans, like gift wrapping stations, and then people would go into the stores and come out, and we had big signs, and it's like, hey, for a small donation, we'll wrap your gifts. And I am terrible. Like I even said, look, I can't be part of this. People are paying money.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you're just trying to get out of this. Like, no. I went. I'm there. I'm going to support you. But nobody should pay money or donate money for me to wrap that.
But what about
awful.
like the ribbons? Were you good at ribbons?
I can make ribbons all day. Yeah, I can make the ribbons with the scissors.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Put you on ribbon
That doesn't
duty.
mean, yeah, well, I could, I guess, yeah. I mean, I think I did that. I think I was on like Scotch tape duty or.
Here's what's interesting because it's similar of like, I got put on a lot of trash duty for wrapping gifts growing up.
Okay.
I was on dish duty. I'm the youngest of like 13 female cousins. And so I was always, when we had cooking parties, I was on dish duty. So I was always like subpar at everything.
Gotcha.
But that I think is the skill of like, that's what I would say I'm really good at, of like, I'm just good enough at most things. I'm not great, but I can get by. So it's funny, I put in my thing that like, I'm fairly athletic. So my mom to be like, oh, you're not athletic at all. I was a fairly good runner.
Did you do anything else besides cross country?
I ran track.
Okay.
I ran hurdles for a long time, and I have some scars on my knees because I biffed it over the hurdles so many
You
times.
just wouldn't. So you just decided not to jump.
Yeah, I decided if I run through
just
them.
run through them. You get to the end a lot faster. I found.
It wasn't the best move. Actually, the worst part is it wasn't even the really bad one. I got caught on the starting block.
Ooh.
And I've got some pretty bad scars from that.
Okay.
But I would say I'm just good enough. So even athleticism, I'm just good enough to be okay. Like I'll be on the team, but I'm not going to be a contributor.
Singing aside,
Yeah.
what are you most terrible at? What is like the one thing that you're just not good, and you're never going to get good, and you don't care because it's like that's what it is. I'm done.
I would say singing would probably be that. And
Okay.
the only reason I say that, I took notes. Singing, house projects. I'm not great at cooking, but I think I could get better. Crafting, I'm not great. But I do say singing. I was in a play growing up, and it was the day before we're in dress rehearsal, and the vocal coach came over, and she said, you are trying so hard, and we love that for you. But you cannot hit the notes. And so my character was German, and she said, I want you to just be over the top in a German accent so that nobody knows you can't sing. And so that's what we did. But it was that's crunch time. I'm that bad, so I don't sing.
Do you sing really well when you're alone and you're like, man, I sound pretty good? But is it when you're in front of people, you're like, I can't do it?
No, I'm alone, and I'm like, wow, God did not bless you with that gift.
Okay.
He left that out of your DNA mix.
So again, like, what are you just terrible at? What's the worst thing?
Singing.
So I said singing aside. We knew you're bad at singing.
I'm not crafty.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not crafty.
So you're not crafty. Does that mean that you tried to make a craft once and it was just garbage?
I've tried to make a lot of crafts, and it's garbage. I made an Eiffel Tower
you're good at making
in
trash.
high school, and they called it the Awful Tower, but I got an A.
It's pretty slick.
It was. What are you terrible at?
I am terrible at math.
Oh, math, yeah.
I am also, and wrapping gifts is probably what I'm worst at. I'm not a good golfer. Those two things, I think.
Okay, I'm stuck
really
on
bad.
golf. Because people who say, oh, I'm terrible at golf,
Right.
but I've golfed for 30 years, and they're actually good.
This is a topic.
It is.
Most golfers that I know, I'm talking like weekend hacks here, all of them will tell you they suck.
Yes.
They'll say, I'm not good. I have never met a dude or a woman or any golfer.
Yeah.
And I said that, and I'm not talking about like somebody who is either on a team or semi, whatever. I've never met anybody that's like looked me in the eye and said, no, I'm really Doug.
Great.
I'm so good at golf. You'd have no idea how good I golf. Nobody's ever said that to me. They always say, oh, I stink. And then I say I stink. And they're like, cool, you could come play with me because we both stink. And then guess what?
They're amazing.
They're great.
Yeah. I hate
I'm
that.
over here like, what do you, I thought
you lied to me.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, man. I mean, come on. I'm just having a great day. Anyway.
That's why I asked because
no,
I'm learning
really bad.
golf.
I'm really bad at it.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I'm terrible on a golf course.
Yeah. I think that's like needed for the sport people who say, oh, I'm okay. And then they're really amazing.
Because I am honest about, like, I'm really good at ping pong.
Oh.
Man, I could.
Do you hustle people?
No, it's be rude.
Yeah, that would be rude. We would never do that.
No. But I can play some pong.
Yeah?
I can compete with anybody.
What else? You got a list.
On my list here. Fishing. I'm good at fishing.
Okay.
I can fish. Hey, I can catch a fish. I can skin a buck. I can run a trout line. It's a song you probably have never heard.
Sing it for us.
I'm a terrible singer. I'm also good at driving.
Oh, yes.
I think my wife would. She might say, yeah, "You're not." But I feel like I'm a good driver.
Yes.
I feel like I could race. I feel like I could be a race car driver. Like I feel like I'm that good at it.
Yeah. What makes you think that?
Just no reason in particular. Just in my own head. When I'm out on the road, I'm like, dang, I'm good.
You do drive every year on a road trip.
You see me use the signal.
Yeah. Did you see me at the brakes?
That's why I'm good at it because I do so much of it.
Yeah.
I drive.
You do drive quite often.
Yeah.
Speedy Davis said 2 years ago, I went to Berlin for the law enforcement torch run. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. Bill said you can dance if you want to.
Oh.
Your wife said you always sing Christmas songs.
That's Bill's actually, that's a song that Bill's comment's a song.
Oh.
You can dance if you want to. You can.
Karina said hit a few notes, Julia.
Safety
I
Dance
will
is the name
not.
of that. Safety Dance is the name of the song that he's quoting there.
It's yeah, it's bad. Neither of us. I'm not good at math either. So I think
yeah, I'm not good at math. I wish I was.
Yeah.
And it would have opened up a lot. It would have opened up several other career opportunities for me had I just been good at the math.
Yeah. But there are some people who can't write.
The
so you have
arithmetic.
that going
Yeah.
for you.
Well, I can't write either.
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
not good at. I can. I'm just not good at it. I'm good at. No, I think I'm good at bags, like cornhole. Yeah, I think I'm okay at that, and I can bowl. I'm a decent bowler.
Ooh.
I used to bowl really good.
Cornhole, I would say that comes in clutch because there are a lot of opportunities to play cornhole.
Now,
not
here's
so much bowling.
Here's the thing about that.
Okay.
No, I thought I was pretty good.
Okay, but
have you seen those dudes that like?
Oh yeah.
Like they're all in. Like
Yes.
they do like cornhole tournaments. Like
Yes.
they're so good. Like I think I'm pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty good. And then those guys and gals and those people, they are like astonished. I'm astonished that anybody would practice so much.
Yes.
Like, but they're definitely doing that.
Oh yeah, they're
definitely
practicing.
practicing.
Maybe that is the problem of I don't practice. I would love to be really good at like pool, darts.
You typically would have to practice that.
You do have to practice. I just want to show up and be good. But here, I have that thing where I'm not terrible. I am decently good at things. So I can show up and play darts and not be, terrible. Or I can show up and play cornhole and I don't embarrass my team. But I did put on here, I'm good at hard work. And so I think that has like saved me from a lot of things.
You're good at that, and you're good at adventuring.
Oh.
I feel like you are very good at being outgoing and willy. Like, yeah, I'd say so. I'd say you're good at that kind of stuff.
I think I would agree with that. I don't know if it's the fear of missing out that I'm like,
Okay.
FOMO of like, I need to do it or will I regret, not doing it. But I also enjoy it and I enjoy people. So
that's the other thing. You have really good. You have great people skills.
Oh well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, well, I'm good at complimenting people.
You're
I've
so
always
good at
been,
complimenting
I've always
people.
been really good at that.
I do. It's funny. I will say this. You are, which was what I was going to say. I think you're a great writer. You're obviously a great anchor, but you're terrible at accepting compliments.
I'll allow that.
There are so many times where I will say, I'm not even going to look at you when I say it because you're going to roll your eyes.
And here's the thing. And,
what's
you're,
the thing?
You're right. And I catch myself sometimes because some days you're sitting around going, man, I really wish somebody would just
compliment
tell me how great I am.
Yeah.
And then they do all the time. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
I'm trash.
And then like secretly you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
they get it. No, I'm kidding. But that never happens.
You do. You're terrible at accepting compliments.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I don't know. Maybe that's just I'm a very self-deprecating personality. I poke fun at myself a lot.
Well, we're working on the compliments. Sometimes I say it and I say, don't roll your eyes.
I don't.
And
roll
you go,
them.
I'm not going to do it. And then you look at me with this look of like, I'm trying not to. Karina said, I'm usually the driver while my husband plays passenger princess.
That's a good setup.
Yeah,
That's a good deal. I like driving.
You do.
I do. I think it's a control thing.
Is it?
Yeah, I think just being in control of the situation. You know, it's driving. But I do think I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Like I think you could put me in a race car, and I would crash or finish last. But I would feel like I was pretty good just to be in the race car.
Yeah.
Like you got to be kind of good, right?
Yeah. I do think that you are good at being very, like when it hits the fan, you're really calm. I think that's a really interesting skill to have.
That's new.
And I see it all the time of like your energy, you almost dip down and like take the energy. It's super interesting to watch.
So here, this is great. Not great, but I'm going to tell a story because whatever.
It's just us.
You brought up a really good point about energy.
Yeah.
When you're doing this job, you expend a lot of energy. It might not look like that to people at home, but you do. And I do conserve it. Like
Yes.
And I had an interview once in Chicago, and the news director there, he was walking me out, and we did an audition. I did get the job, by the way, but we did this audition. It was really intense, and they roll you out there. Yeah, this would be a good topic one day. We talk about how like these TV job interviews. Like, we could talk about that one day. But they rolled me out. And they did the audition, and then immediately after the audition, where you do a show, you'd run through like a newscast. They put me on this sofa with the morning team, the morning anchor people, and they do this. They interview you, like, but they're giving you questions that are not like yes or no. Like they're giving you questions that you have to elaborate on. You have to show some personality and all this stuff. It's very scripted, for them. Like they know what they're looking for, but it lasts for like 15 minutes.
Which is forever in TV time.
Long story short, the news director is walking me out, and I'm really, I'm not a ball of energy when I don't have to be.
Right.
And so he goes, man, I've never seen anyone turn it on like that before.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone just snap their, you just turn, you're like, low, 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 and then all of a sudden you're just on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense because, if you're just constantly on, and then when you're out there and it matters, it's hard to bring the same kind of energy. So I conserve it a little bit. You not so much though. you got one gear and it's go and it's right away.
Yeah.
And I admire that. That's a great thing.
It's an interesting thing. I operate at a 10 all the time. That's where I was born, at a 10, and that's where I operate. And it's funny because I bring that up. I will say a great thing that you are just amazing at. I think you're great at giving advice. And so I used to make jokes when I was on the morning show of like, if I saw you on road trip or I saw you in the break room, I'd say, okay, give me life advice because I'm only going to see you once every 6 months. But I remember so much the day I wasn't on the 4 o'clock yet. And I think I've shared it before where I came in and I just was operating at a 10 and you were like, whoa, bring it down. And I go back to that day all the time. And I, not to get personal and deep now.
No, here we go. Here we go. So we're
but
waiting
I
for.
remember the night of the DC plane crash.
Yep.
And I remember walking out into that studio, and we had worked together for 2.5 years at that point. And I remember walking in there and being so calm. And that's not to say that we didn't have adrenaline or that we weren't just devastated, because we knew what was happening, and we were heartbroken. But I remember just being so calm, and both of us have the philosophy of when we walk out there and the red light goes on, that's game time.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're there for a reason. But I just remember how grateful I was for that advice 2.5 years before. And then all these other times that I can point to that I thought, oh, I'm so glad that Jeff gave me that piece of advice.
It's just learning and time. You know, when I started this whole deal 100 years ago, there would be big nights. You'd have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And I remember going to the set and just amped up.
Yes.
And then we'd start the newscast.
Yeah.
And I'd just be going 100 miles an hour. And I was way too accelerated, almost to the point where it was a distraction. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't really communicating the information properly to the audience, to the viewers. So it took time for me to realize, just to kind of try to approach every newscast the same, and
Yeah.
where you're
Same energy.
reserved, same
Yeah.
energy, and so, but that took time
Yeah.
because it would happen quite a bit.
Yeah.
Or you get a night where you have an exclusive story,
Yeah.
and you're like, this is going to be great television, and we're really excited. I would get too energetic
Yeah.
and ultimately destroy the show. So over time, I've learned to just try to, even when things get tense, or not tense is not the right word, it's always tense, but when you have a massive story
Yeah.
and you're being called to do it, to cover it, I try to really dial it back
Oh, yeah.
at that moment.
On the flip side, though, if there is sometimes on Friday nights when we have football or we have Chiefs or we have
Yeah,
something,
well,
and I get so energized, we walk out after the 6 o'clock, and I look at you and I go, I'm exhausted.
That's how you know you've had a good. I think that's how you know you're doing a good job. Is
Yeah.
if you get done with the newscast and you're tired.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because you're putting effort into it. You're putting energy into it.
Yeah. I see you looking over here. You want to see the comments.
I will. Yeah.
Your wife did say that you follow the road laws for sure.
I do.
And then Karina said, if you ain't first, you're last. And I
That's
think
right.
that was to your NASCAR.
It's a Ricky Bobby reference,
Yeah.
and but my wife is correct. I do follow the traffic laws.
That's good. Me too.
I obey the rules of the road.
Yeah, I don't speed anymore. We're all
You used to
good.
be. You used to be a speeder. You
I
said
used
you
to
were.
be. I did. I got a ticket in Texas.
Okay.
I had just moved there.
They write
and
tickets in
enough-
Texas? Were you not going
know.
fast enough? you were going too slow?
Here, you're gonna say, "Oh,
You ever driven in Texas? You have.
I
It's,
have."
it's
And
a racetrack.
some of them are 85 miles per hour, and
Yeah.
that was the highway that I was on. I was in Midland at the time, and my parents lived in Lubbock, which is about 2.5 hours north. And so I was driving I was driving down from Lubbock. I had just moved there. I was a little homesick. It was my first job out of college, and I was driving back, and it was 85, so that's fast. And it went to a small town. The speed dropped to, maybe 50, and I was still
Okay.
going over 85.
Gotcha.
So I was in the 90s, the low 90s, and I got pulled over, and oh man. And now here's the thing, too fast, and that's dangerous. And I learned my lesson, and oh man, you should never do that. However, he pulled me over and he reamed me. And then he said, you didn't get your license changed over. And I had just moved there. He said, I can write you a ticket for that. Criminal speeding, I can write you a ticket for that. You don't have your shoes
boy.
on. I'm going to write you a ticket for that.
No.
And I cried. I cried because my license, he asked for my address. I didn't have the address. I cried. And then he said, okay, I'm going to give you a warning for those, but you got to get your address changed over. And so after that, I don't speed anymore.
And the lesson here would be, if you do get pulled over, cry.
Cry.
Because the likelihood that they're going to say, you know what?
Take pity on you.
I'm
I
just
still
gonna
got
write
the
you-
ticket.
I'm just going to write you a warning.
Yeah. But he said, I won't give you criminal speeding. He said, I'll give you just a regular ticket.
Well, you kind of got trapped a little bit there. I feel like that's a little bit of a.
I will take ownership for that.
That's
That
good.
was too fast.
That's good.
That
That's
was
good.
dangerous.
That's good.
And, I was young and dumb, no excuse, but I don't do that anymore.
Good. You got to watch those small towns. They like to set up, you're going 65, 70, and then all of a sudden it's 45, 30, 20.
What
and
is
then
the one in
55.
Wichita that they say don't? It's like annexed. I'm blanking on the name.
Well, it's Eastboro, yeah,
I do
and-
not speed in Eastboro.
And Leon.
And Leon.
I think it's Leon, right?
Oh.
In Butler County.
Okay. Well, then
Off
I'll.
of between. It's like on your way to Augusta.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
Well,
speed through there.
I don't speed anymore.
I think it's
so,
Leon. People listening would know.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing I'm bad at is giving compliments or giving advice. I'm bad at that.
Oh, I don't think so.
Just kidding. Man, I am good at some sports. Not
What
all sports.
You said
Like-
not golf.
Like I am okay at I used to be a decent basketball player. Like I
Okay.
could play.
Did
I
you
don't know
play
about
in
now.
high school?
I
Any
did.
sports?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
I played basketball, football, and golf.
Oh, I didn't know you played golf in high school.
I know, and I'm terrible at it. It's like it's exactly like I took a lot of Spanish in college. But I cannot speak Spanish. So I played a lot of golf in high school, but I cannot play golf.
Yeah.
That's how it's the same thing. You think like you're practicing every day and you're playing
yeah.
golf every day, you'd get good at it. And I'm going to say this because I think one of the reasons I'm not a good golfer, my golf coach didn't really care. Great guy, by the way, who passed away recently, actually. But he wasn't, he was kind of that part of his career where he was like, kids, go play golf.
Yes.
I'm going to sit at the clubhouse or play golf. It wasn't-
Whichever.
Nobody was ever out there teaching me how to play golf,
Yeah.
even though I played golf for two years.
Yeah.
So anyway, whatever.
That was me in pickleball.
Oh, I'm okay at pickleball too.
Are you? I think you said you and your wife have played before, right?
We have, and yeah.
I think that's the one thing, and I played tennis as well.
Okay.
And I was fine at tennis, but everyone said if you play tennis, you'll be fine at pickleball. So I went, and everyone expects you to get better, and I wasn't getting better.
Yeah.
And I played at senior services with a friend, and obviously we're both, maybe younger than some of the people at senior services, and they came out, and I think they were a little annoyed at first. And then, we played a gentleman.
And he crushed you.
And he crushed me, and his
Yeah.
attitude changed real quick. And he realized, oh, she's just out here learning. But he didn't approach it that way.
I think they like teaching us youngsters a lesson. I think that's pretty cool.
I-
There's a
yeah.
game at the South Y. I think they play Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it is the best pickleball players in that group are all probably over the age of 70.
Oh, yeah.
And they could destroy
Oh,
me.
yeah. Do you play
Yeah.
pick up anything? Pickleball, basketball?
I used to a lot, but I don't anymore. I should start doing that again. I want to play this I want to get in on this pickleball game.
Yeah.
But I just haven't made the effort. I need to make the effort. That's it.
Maybe this
Oh,
is the turning point.
That's another thing I'm not good at.
Okay.
Making an effort. I'm bad at that. I'm
Oh.
bad at making an effort.
That's okay. That's fair.
No.
Marissa said, crying has saved me every time.
There you go. That's the tip.
That's
Crying.
the takeaway.
It is. Boy, this is our last little podcast before the weekend. Yeah, and we got to get off the air here, and I got about 2 minutes left. So
Yeah.
I am
Looking for the close.
looking forward to Friday. I think
Yeah. One more day.
one more day.
And then we will be back on Tuesday pending
Yep.
anything breaking.
Right, or if we get bumped again because we're streaming something else.
Yes,
So,
yes, which was more of what I was thinking. But we said it at the beginning, KSN Plus, Roku, as well as other apps, I believe.
Apple TV, Fire TV, and I highly recommend it. And there's going to be more content on our streaming channel very soon. And again, it's a unique content that you can't get.
That was a test on your memory to see how good it was, and you passed.
It's all written down right. It's all written down right here. See that?
The people didn't know that.
They can't see it.
Honesty.
Yes. So, all right. Well, everybody have a great weekend, and we've enjoyed this, and we'll catch you on Tuesday. Right?
Yes,
Okay.
Tuesday.
Bye.